welcome, you two people. I am Jess, I am the Light Heart Alchemist. Today I wanted to talk about catching up. Let me open this up so I can reference these. Alright, so your path, your healing journey is your own. Nobody else is on your path with you. There's nobody ahead of you, there's nobody behind you. Your path might look like other people's, it may take the same route in places, but the terrain will be different. No two paths are the same. Nobody else is on your path, it's yours. Hopefully that's not too redundant. There's no reason to look at another person and be like, oh my God, they're way ahead of me. I need to catch up. I need to do so much work to get to where they are. That's not a valid perception to have. It's not a valid, way to look at things. Their path is different. You don't know how far along on their path they are. You don't know what they've had to go through. You don't know, that much. So don't worry about trying to catch up to anybody else. You are on your journey. You're always exactly where you're meant to be. So I kind of find solace in that. I'm where I'm supposed to be at all times. That's a comfort. If I'm not as far as I'd like to be, I know that is, a decision I've made along the way to either not do what I'm supposed to be doing or just me not being aware of, what I need to work on. So don't worry about catching up to other people because you're not behind or anything. Let me see. Yeah. It's good to be aware of where you are on the path. Be aware also that the path never ends. There's no end point. You might get to a point of being healed, but the work is never done. You don't just have to, you don't get to stop doing this stuff. It becomes part of your life. So there's no end goal except to feel better, but there will always be work to do. And you gotta be okay with that if you're doing this, trying to heal kind of thing. If you look at somebody else, let's say it's somebody you want to date, to look at them and be like, oh my gosh, they're so far ahead of me, they're so healed, I'm never gonna catch up to them, I'm never gonna be good enough to be with that person. Don't be like that. If you are consistently striving to be a better person, then you're moving forward, and that's the important bit. If you look at somebody who is trying to be a better person, they are moving forward, and that is the compatibility between you. It's not a matter of, I need to be this healed to ride this ride. It's, we're both dedicated to moving forward and doing the work, and that's the important bit. If you want to do that work together, it's not always going to look the same. Very likely it won't look the same, but moving forward together, being there for each other while you're doing the work, that is significant. It's a big deal to have somebody there who is willing to support you through your troubles. I drew a very technical diagram of two potential paths. I didn't have any landmarks or anything. I probably could have added that, but this person over here, they've been through all this stuff and they're looking over at you. This might be you, it might not be, it might be vice versa. But if we're looking at just lines, like, oh, that person's so far ahead of me, I gotta work harder to get up there. And then by the time you get up here, they're probably, behind you, actually. It might look like they're behind you. So Jess Puckett was talking about, if you're left of the river and somebody else is right of the river, oh, east and west. If you're east of the river and somebody else is west of the river, you don't want them shouting like, oh, like, I'm west of the river, so you need to go east to get to the river, but you're east of the river, so you need to go west towards the river. It's all about perspective and like relativity, like where you are. It's gonna look different for everybody. So it's not always good it's never good to compare yourself to somebody else, especially on the healing path, because your path is your path. Yeah, I think that's about it. You are good enough. I think that's the ultimate point I'm here trying to make. If you're determined to be good, be better, know that you are good enough already. You don't need to get to a certain point to look for love. You deserve love. You deserve to be happy. And I think that's it. So I'm going to leave that there. I hope this helps. You guys have a good day. Be good and be good at it. And I will see you for the next one.